Hi everyone, welcome to Carrier Command 2. Thank you to the guys at Microprose for sending me an early access to this game. It's a really good real-time strategy game, which puts us as the commander of a futuristic carrier. Aircraft carrier, if you will, although we do have automated vehicles and amphibious vehicles as well. So we're like a huge air, land and sea unit all in one combined in one awesomeness. Everything is automated. We are the only member, the only living soul on the ship, so everything comes down to us. Whether we make it good, make bad decisions, and everything goes to pot. It's all down on us, sadly. This is just the intro menu. Look at this. Got some brilliant 80s synth music going on. And as you can tell, we're in space, heading to the new location. So thanks to those who watched this on the live stream the other day, and as we started to learn some of the basic components of how to play Carrier Command 2, now that I've done a bit of practice, we're going to have a go on YouTube, and hopefully we can show you something meaningful to see if this is something that will float your boat or not. So let's get straight in. So this is how the game starts off. You're in what looks to be some sort of stasis pod, cryogenics pod, as we're flying through space, heading to our new command. There you go, off comes the oxygen mask. And the silence of space. Let's come through here, into the cockpit. Love the art style in this game. And we have a transmission.
Welcome back, Commander Altus Gage. Your disorientation shall pass. Your employer, the Drazu Industries Corporation, has asked me to reiterate its gratitude for you volunteering to enter stasis on the Horus Satellite Overwatch program. I am Captain Aparo, commander of UEC Deep Space Colonies in this sector. Please be advised, the terrorist Stanza organization has breached the unmanned colony's firewalls on the planet of Telos and is now in control of the ACC Omega carrier. You are to take manual override command of the ACC Epsilon carrier and stop the Omega by any means necessary. Drazu hereby grants a full liability waiver for your actions, and the United Earth Coalition has issued an anticipatory pardon.
They know me well.
Proceed to your landing pod immediately. It has been remotely programmed and is ready to go. Good hunting, Commander.
We've got a pardon and a waiver already. Brilliant. What could go wrong? Nothing. Well, nothing that we could be charged with, it would seem. So yeah, there's the stasis of what's going on in the world. The terrorist organization has taken over one of the carriers, the Omega carrier, and is currently overrunning the islands, the archipelago on Telos. So that's our job, to go in there and liberate those islands. So let's do that. Let's leave the chair and head to the pod. Ooh, and get a broken nose from the door at the same time. Got a habit of opening these doors in my face. I've got to learn to do that a bit better. So obviously this is a sequel to the original Carrier Command, but it's also got that kind of Battlestar Galactica vibe, hasn't it? With this against the Cylons, where they use viruses to take over the new technology, etc. You're fighting against your own technology in some of the instances. But let's launch this shuttle and head to our new command. You see we got fuel and... Whoa, there you go. That's a bit of a rough... Fuel is burning as the thrusters go. We're approaching the outer atmosphere now, as fuel begins to run out. Oh, and we're coming through the atmosphere. Wow. Shield is dropping to 20%, but holding, and now recovering. Good. And we're here. There we go. Thanks for the lift. This is our pod, and there's obviously the parachute which deployed to bring us down safely. And here is our command. This is the Epsilon aircraft carrier. I say aircraft carrier. It's not just an aircraft carrier. It's got vehicles and stuff as well. So it's absolutely huge. It's on the launch ramp at the moment. Let's go up and take command. We might do a tour of the ship as well, because there's some interesting features in there. You can actually... Oh, it's raining. Wonderful. Actually, we'll skip the lift, and we'll come... The lift will take us up onto the flight deck, but we'll come up the ramp here. This is the loading ramp for the vehicles, and we might as well start in the vehicle bay, and we'll work our way up. And as a Brit, this weather is very homely. Sun and showers, that's the British summer all over. There we go, there you go. Another glimpse of the bridge now. It's a boxy looking carrier, but she packs one hell of a punch. We'll go through what she's got defending her later, but first of all, if we come up into the vehicle bay. So this is the amphibious ramp where all the amphibious vehicles will deploy into the water. Up there, can we see them? That's the aircraft. There you go, you got what looks, I can't remember what the names, but that's like an Osprey helicopter, and you've got like a Raptor drone aircraft there as well. Look at these, we've got bombs and all sorts of missiles here. And we've got the different types of vehicles that you can use to capture the islands. This is a little SEAL unit. This is like a little light, no armament. These little canisters on the top are called virus bots, and you use these to take over the command center on the island to actually seize command of the island itself. Bit of a lean we've got going on here. See, this looks like another SEAL vehicle, but this one has been set up to have a cannon on the top, which is pretty cool. And then I think this is the Walrus, and that's got an anti-aircraft gun or a Gatling gun on the top, which looks awesome. And then you've got the Bear, which is like a tank. So we've got 2 bears, 2 walruses, and 4 seals, by the looks of it. One with the virus pods connected, and the others just with 20mm cannons, it looks like, which is pretty sweet. If we lose one of these or destroy one of these, then we can seek replacements, and I'll show you how we request resupply later. But yeah, just know that these are customizable. You can keep the Bear chassis, so the tracked chassis, and put all sorts of different things on top, different guns, different missile pods, whatever. So yeah, they're completely customizable as well, which is pretty cool. So you can build your own little force however you wish. Going up a deck, he says, running through the corridors. We come into the aircraft hangar. So here we go. Here these I can't remember the names. I do apologise. These are the heavy helicopters. You can see they've got guns and missiles on them as well. Then you've got the light aircraft, like the Raptor drone, because these are all drones, and she's just equipped with 2 missiles and some guns at the moment. Again, you can customize the weapon loadouts on your aircraft. And over here, this little one I remember is called the Razorbill. It's a little scout helicopter. It's got a couple of missiles on that one. And then you've got your heavy aircraft, your bomber. And she's got guns and missiles on as well. Pretty sweet, huh? Pretty sweet. They'll get loaded onto the elevator there, and they'll be lifted up onto the main deck to launch, which is again pretty cool to watch. Go up through the various decks. Not much on this deck. On this deck is just a walkway over the aircraft hangar. Pretty cool. Oh, I'm stuck. It's not a good sign. Here we go. We've got a little maintenance shed here, which is pretty cool. And does that just take us out onto the flight deck? Yes, it does. So here's the flight deck. Obviously, this is the big ship construction crane, so ignore that. That's not part of our ship. And the armaments. So we've got a torpedo launcher over there. We've got 4 torpedo launchers on this ship. 2 on the rear and 2 on the front. They're obviously to take out other ships that come to attack us. We've also got these air defense rockets batteries. So we've got 4 of those, 2 each side. And we also have some guns which will automatically defend the carrier. And we've also got some artillery guns which we can actually fire at the island, which is pretty cool. So we can soften defences before we send our ground vehicles in. Wonderful. There you go. So the tour is going nicely. Let's get in the habit of closing doors. It's getting dark. Switch the lights on. Not much on this deck. And then up here we have crew quarters. Now, you may be saying, but you're the only humanoid on the ship. Everything else is bots. That's true. However, this game is multiplayer. So yeah, when it releases, you grab a couple of your friends, and each of you can man different stations. And believe me, it will be far more efficient than doing it that way. It's quite a lot for one person to do, and no doubt we will make mistakes because you just can't make the decisions quick enough. But that's part of the fun, isn't it? But welcome to the bridge of the carrier. Let's get the lights on. Here we are. So, should we talk you through it? I suppose we should switch everything on. Let's get the power going first then. You see we've got the tutorial going on in the corner as well. Everything starts powering up. You can switch all these on. Everything is interactable. It's amazing. Got transmission they want us to listen to, but that's fine. Let's get everything switched on first. And you got different stations for different things, so here we go, here we go. And finally we've got the stations over here. So this is vehicle deployment and management. There. Everything's on. Brilliant. We're burning power. So here is the map, basically. This is the archipelago. This is where we are, and you can see all these little red things are islands, and they've been captured by the enemy. And this yellow one is also, I think it's where the enemy forces are. So yeah, we need to liberate all these islands, which is no small feat at all. And on this map, you could put the wind, so you can see how the wind will affect you. You've got the precipitation, so it's raining up the north at the moment. What was that? That was fog, so there's fog ahead. Joy. Don't worry, I'm British, we're used to fog. We then have ocean currents. Well, this is quite important because obviously it affects the speed of the ship, and it affects, especially if you're docked and you're doing an amphibious attack, your ship can get pushed closer and closer to the island if you're not careful and run aground, which is damage you do not want to inflict. And then you've got depth of the ocean as well, which is also a very important thing when you're trying to get your ship parked near the edge of an island, as you'd understand. Over here we have the inventory and logistics. So this will tell us what we have in storage, i.e. ammo flares in this example. We have 100 stock on the actual ship itself, and we've got 200 stock in our warehouse. What we have are barges. So we've got a barge at the moment, and when we need to, we can request resupply. And this can be, you can be in the middle of a firefight, your barge will still come towards you and try and resupply you. It's quite funny. So you've got to be careful what you do. It's obviously best sometimes to pull away from the action to allow yourself to resupply and maybe repair as well. So yeah, you can see the various different armaments and resources that we can resupply with. And if I come down, you got turrets, etc. And then cameras and fuel tanks. These are all the bits you can strap to the vehicles. Surface chassis. So the seal chassis is the lightweight one. So we've got 2 in storage. We've got no spares on the ship. The Walrus, which is the heavier wheeled chassis. Yeah, we've got 2 in stock. None actually on the carrier spare. and the bear, which is the big tank-like one. No, we don't have any spares of those. We've only got 2 of those. Then you've got the air chassis. So you've got the albatross, the manta, the razorbill, which is the little light helicopter, and the petrel. I think the petrel is that the other helicopter. The manta is the heavy bomber, and the albatross must be the light bomber, and then fuel as well. So that's how you request resupply, etc. Over here, you have your vehicle loadout. So we've got surface vehicles on this side, air vehicles on this side. So, for example, the razorbill, we've got missiles at the moment, and we can change that to laser missiles or anti-aircraft missiles, whatever we wish. Yeah, the Petrel was the heavy Osprey-like helicopter, and the Albatross is the light drone. Yeah, cool. Got that right. And then we've got the same with the surface vehicles. You've got the Bear, the tank-like vehicle. We don't have actually anything else, but you can put artillery gun on there, heavy cannon, or a 100mm cannon on there as well. I think it's S1. Yeah, S1, the Seal. These are the virus bots. We've got 4 of those in stock by the looks of it. And that's what we can take over the island with. So you can manage your loadout of your vehicles there, which is pretty cool. Delivery log, this will just tell you what the barge has delivered. Obviously, we've not requested anything and it's not delivered anything at the moment. And over here is your money. This is your purser, as it were. Think of it as that way. So for each island you control, you'll get certain credits. So the more you take over and the longer you hold the islands, because the enemy can recapture the islands, you get more money, and that's how you make your monies, which is pretty cool. That's that screen all explained. I know that's beeping. Ignore it. It's just a transmission. They want us to deploy the carrier. Right, here is obviously the transmission. There's our fuel level, so you can gauge that. Damage control. This is the power allocation. So if you've got everything on like we do at the moment, you can't obviously distribute power max to any one subsection. So if you want to go full engines and you need to switch some other systems off, a simple power management tool, which you've seen on other games as well, but it's very effective. Up here you have damage repair. So this is damage control. You can see on this which parts of the hull of the ship has been damaged and weapons, etc. So you've got the hull. You can flick that on to repair. Obviously nothing's damaged at the moment, but you just flick that over to repair. Then you've got weapons front left, weapons front right, weapons left, weapons right, bridge, back left, back right. Quite self-explanatory. So you can manage your repairs that way. Incoming transmissions there, which we'll take. Obviously this is your power breaker, which is okay. This is your engine speed and propulsion, just shows you, and on this little graphic here it shows if you're using forward, reverse or side thrusters, just so you've got a visual representation of what you are commanding the ship to do. Over here you have your compass and you've got your list and your pitch for the ship. This is your depth. Let's switch that off for the moment, shall we? It's because it's saying we're shallow. Of course we are. We're on actually a launch ramp, so yeah, we're not in the water yet. So that's gonna keep triggering off. This is obviously our navigation, but at the moment it's just to deploy the carrier. You've then got obviously your helm, which you can steer and you put the throttle in. Steering lock, which means you can set an angle and hold it. Maintain heading, which is like an autopilot, which will just keep it as it is. Navigation lights and headlights, exactly what they sound like. Didn't mean to bring that up, sorry. Over here we have this is weapons control. Obviously offline at the moment. This is the AA status, so these are the little missile pods which will look after defend the aircraft carrier. They are managed here. We can switch those on. They're offline at the moment, but yeah, you can fire those and you'll have like little symbols of the little missile pods, and they'll flash if they've got a lock, so you can choose whether or not you want to attack, etc. These are the cannons which will defend the base as well. Then you've got your air-sea radar. Then this down here is your viewing scope, so you can take manual control of this, swing it round, zoom in what you want to, whatever. There's our barge over there. That's our resupply barge. So if you ever see that, that's coming for resupplies to us. And from here you can switch up, and there you go. You can have the carrier's gun, fire a flare, I suppose. Are we ready to fire a flare? No, we're not. Okay. Ground artillery, guided missile, and missile. So we can select and fire manually from there, which is pretty cool. Over here we have our cruise missiles, so we can arm them and fire them. Similar thing, launch flare. We didn't have it armed, so it wasn't going to fire. And these are our torpedoes. So if we arm our torpedoes, we've got front left, or sorry, that's front left, that's front right, rear left, rear right. So we've got the torpedo launcher there, for example. That's the rear right one. What you do, there's an activation delay, and you've got the bearings. So you'd get your bearing of the enemy target. You'd tap that in, so it's looking in the right direction. And then your activation delay would be how long before the actual, I don't know, the brains of the torpedo takes up and starts looking for targets, and then you can sort of vector it past friendlies if you increase the delay before it goes live, basically, which is good. Then you've got lights for the decks. It's quite explanatory. Then you've got the runway lights, which we can switch off if we want to. Switch them on, doesn't matter. And obviously these are the deployment and controls of the vehicles. So we've got the surface vehicles here. So S7 to S1 on this side, S2, S4, S6, S8. So we click on these to deploy them, and they'll deploy, and then we can take them to the carrier, and then, sorry, take them to the islands, or return them to the carrier, and then we can also, if we wish, take control of them manually, which is pretty cool. You've got the ship log up here. This will tell you when you lose. There you go. I've just joined the crew. But it'll also tell you when you lose ships and aircraft, etc. This is very similar for the deployment to the surface vehicles. These are just the air vehicles as well. And again, you can control them. This is the crane status, so you can see it moving the aircraft onto the elevator. And this is the elevator status, where you can see it lifting it up to this little red bit here, and it'll then come onto the flight deck. You've got a little CCTV, so you can see what's going on in the ground and the air hangar, which is pretty good. And then you've got a air traffic holding pattern display, and that's pretty much it. There's a couple of medals I've earned. These are linked to your Steam achievements, so you'll get a few of those. Oh look, already there's another island gone. So let's get our transmission and get a move on.
Bridge of the ACC Epsilon carrier. The analysis of intercepted Stanza communications is completed. The belligerents are using the ACC Omega to plant deep crust detonators on each captured island. Once the entire archipelago is seeded, they will trigger simultaneous detonations. This is likely to rupture the Trotor and Avipola tectonic plates, effectively ruining Telos as a viable resource for the foreseeable future. Commander, given that the unmanned Telos colony is the largest supplier of materials to the UEC war effort on Earth, the potential ramifications are catastrophic. You must recapture enemy islands to disable their detonators or eliminate the enemy carrier.
Okay then, so that is obviously what the yellow is, that they are capturing the putting the detonation onto the into the core. Right, so let's have a look on this map here. We can look at the islands. So we got Nemesis, which has got one shield, and that's the strength of the defense. So we might go for Nemesis. We want to start off with a light one. Oh my god, these are all two. Got another one shield there. These are all quite tough. 2 shield. Oh wow, 4 shield. This is this is a tough world. Dionysus there, that's got 1 shield. We might go Nemesis, Dionysus, till we build up some experience and some sanctuary up there. Crikey. Right, so I think Nemesis is the first one. We're going to head to Nemesis. Blimey. Right, let's get underway then. Deploy the carrier. Oh, there we go. This is going to calm down again. There we go, we're in the water. Let's fire up the engines. And we want to head to this red island here. So, bit of throttle in. And let's come to port. Can't see the... Oh, there's the island over there. Let's start heading towards it then. We've got the tutorial ticking over in the corner as well. There we go. Right, we're heading to the target. Let's keep Maintain heading. Now, so Nemesis has got air chassis. So it's likely to have an airfield, which is always a bit scary. Turn slightly to starboard. Now you can see straight away this large building here. It's got like a satellite dish on it. It's got all the lights around just popping in now. That is going to be the command post. That is what we're going to have to capture with... Switch that off, I might be able to steer it. That's what we're going to have to capture with the seal with the virus bots. Once we have that building under command of our forces, then the island is ours. There's lights on that side. I'm wondering if there's an airfield there as well. Keep an eye on this. We can put all the depth. Here we go. So we should be able to get reasonably close to the island. Right, as we start to close in, we'll switch on the carrier defense systems. We'll do that now, actually. Let's get AAA armed. Let's get the guns armed. I don't think we've got any ships, but we'll get the torpedoes armed. There you go. Here we go. It's all online now. So you can see our little rocket pods, which will shoot down any attacking aircraft or attacking missiles coming towards us. You've got the CIWS guns, which will automatically defend the carrier. And then we've got missiles and guns there as well. So this is artillery. Countermeasures, I suppose, we'd be better armed as well. Good. So we are fully prepared. Coming up to the island now. So keep an eye on the depth gauge, depth sonar. Once you start seeing the island creeping in there, we'll start slowing down. You see, with more systems on, we're only doing 50 odd knots now, because power's being drained by all the systems, all the defense systems we've got currently online, and everything else, by the way. Yeah, I'm like a teenager. I leave everything on, much to your parents' dismay. Right, that is definitely the command center. Something on that side of the island as well. Oh, not quite close enough to see yet. Nothing on the depth gauge. 45 knots. We must be going against the current then. Or is that simply because we've put the countermeasures on? Who knows? See, yeah, propulsion is taking probably 50% of the power. Weapons are taking a third of the power, and radar is also taking a part of the power as well. Decrease throttle and stop the carrier. No, we're going to get... I can see lights up there. They could be automated defense vehicles. Yeah, they are. Look, there's 3 of them. There's another one, 4th one over there. We can try and lay down some artillery for them. Give our boys an easy time. Keep an eye on the depth sonar once we start getting really close to the islands. Obviously, the closer we get, the quicker we can deploy the surface amphibious vehicles. But we might come in... What's that? Really bright light there. I can't... This is probably close enough. Right. All stop. Hold here. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Right. We'll keep the navigation off. We're going to keep stealthy. Let's go onto the viewing scope. Take manual control of this. Yep, we've got 1 vehicle, 2 vehicles, 3 vehicles, 4 vehicles. Oh, is it a... It's like a volcanic island. There's another vehicle there. Oh, more vehicles. You can see, actually, you see them silhouetted against the lava there. Right, let's select the gun, the carrier's gun. Let's go stabilization. We'll start locking onto these. Start tracking these targets. That's all together. That's lovely. one volley might be able to get multiple guns firing. I think that's, yep, the black smoke indicates kills. We've got some more vehicles together here. Always try and pick vehicles when they're together. It's right next to the command center. Send another volley that way. Pressing fire support. Fire support complete. Another good hits. They're gone. So we've got a vehicle up there. He's moving, so we'll wait. Let's see if we can get more vehicles together. Look, we've got a bunch of vehicles here. This would be a good use of the fire support. Fire. One's just drifting away. Oh, I need new retinas now. So we've got a single there. There appears to be a single there. I might, with two singles, can't tell what kind of. They could be anti-aircraft, so I don't want to send my aircraft just in case they are. But I don't want to use. We've only got limited number of. See, it's telling me to deploy all my surface vehicles. But what I'm going to do is I might deploy one of the Razor. One of the. Oh, should we deploy an Albatross or a Razor? What this got loaded? This has got infrared missiles. We have laser missiles. Bombs. Get some bombs on there. Rocket pod. 20mm cannon. Torpedo. No. Missile. AA laser. Oh no, I think what we'll do then. So the Razor is A3. We'll send a Razor bill up just to scout and maybe try and shoot down some of these before we send in the amphibious vehicles. Love the day-night cycle in this. Right, so actually what we could do is watch it via here. There you go. You can see movement over there. The little helicopter's been put on the. Being shifted across. It's very difficult with pixelated CCTV, but it's been shifted onto the elevator now, and then you should start to see it on the elevator soon. There, it's on the elevator and it's coming up. Right, you can see the lights actually. Oh, we're actually sending a heavy helicopter when the bigger ones. I thought we were sending Razor. Well, there she goes, straight off. Awesome. Now, we can hop on here. There's the vehicle there. As you can see, we can see that doesn't appear to have a weapon, that vehicle, so we want to attack this one. So we'll send the helicopter over here. And we'll see if she can attack this one here. Meantime, let's deploy the surface vehicles. S1, I think, is the one with the virus bots in it. Yes, it is. 30mm cannon. Not very easy for me to say. Right. So S1 will hold back. So I'll deploy these, but I'll hold S1 back because we want to make sure the area is clear before we send her in. Oh, look at the anti-aircraft fire going up. How's our boy doing? Let's connect and have a look at the camera. Okay, that anti-aircraft is coming from that vehicle, so let's get her to attack the vehicle. Just attack. I'll leave it up to you, bot, to choose your best attack. What I could do is take control of the cannon. Oh, actually, let's take control of that. Manual missile. I need the gimbal camera. That's what I need. More vehicles coming in. Okay, she doesn't seem to be attacking that much, does she? Oh yeah, no, there you go. Missile going in. Target destroyed. Sorry, I didn't mean to doubt you. Let's get her to attack another one. She's doing okay. Right, let's get these. She's going in. Let's get the bear moving. Let's get them onto the island. The only problem is you have to really... It would be nice if you could select all and give them waypoints. Otherwise you end up taking forever to get them on the land. Right. Given the waypoints, get them on. The helicopter's attacking. Walrus. Get on board. Finally, the other walrus. Right, go. We're fighting against the current, it looks like. How's it going? Lots of anti-aircraft fire coming up. Vehicle destroyed. Vehicle destroyed. Good, 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 good. All seals have been destroyed so far. That's what they seem to be deploying on that island, which is good. There you can see, there goes my amphibious vehicles going towards the island. And there's my helicopter. What are those lights over there? That's not enemy forces coming in, I hope. In the form of, you can get ships and all sorts on the live stream. We got attacked by like a frigate, which absolutely smashed us, but... Okay. It all seems to be well. Let's go and check on the... He's coming in again. Oh, he's doing strafing runs. He's doing a grand job. His health's getting a little bit low, actually. Oh no, it's not his. Sorry, it was just because he was overflying him. I thought that was his health. It's not. He's doing... Ammo is... Oh, health is perfect. Fuel is down to 80%. Ammo is 89%. So he can continue to have a bit of fun if he wants to. Let's have another look here. It seems to be that there was more... Yes, let's maybe return. They've got a couple of vehicles together here. It'd be silly not to use the artillery to help him out. Fire gone. Did we get him? Yes. Yes, we did. Something behind these hills which I can't see. There he is, doing a wonderful job. Might send another petrel up. Don't you know that's how you pronounce it, but maybe a razor bill. What we got? Albatross. Countermeasures, sonic flares, smoke launcher. Okay, he's got nothing. Let's send the other A4. Let's send the other one up. It seems to be doing a good job. Let's deploy that. See our vehicles heading towards the shore now. Keep an eye on our helicopter, make sure he's okay. Fuel, yeah. Oh, he's taking a bit of damage. That's what we could do, I suppose. Because he's only got his guns left. Let's get him back to carrier. Get him rearmed, if nothing else. You can see all the anti-aircraft fire coming from those 3 vehicles there. I wonder if we can get that rear one. In fact, who's this coming up here? We've got the bears coming up. Let's order the bear to attack that one. Any, don't care what. Any, don't care what. Attack. Okay. There we go. Right, let's take control of this seal. Turning fire. He's going behind the building. Let's run after him. Let me get manual control of the vehicle. I wasn't in manual control of the vehicle. Now this 30mm cannon is pretty rapid. Taking a few hits on our health. Getting some fire support in from our left now. Yeah, it's another walrus coming over, I think. Was it a seal? This one's almost gone. Keep firing. Got it. Got him. Everyone round up firing at this one. Good. Well done, buddy. We cleared them out. Right, let's head over to the other side of the island now. There's a random wheel from a destroyed vehicle. My hull is. I can see which direction I need to go in. Right. Good. We should have the... That's the helicopter up there. I don't know if that's the one returning or the one freshly taken off. But I think... Let's leave that to its own devices for the moment. I think we're all good. Don't see anyone else. Let's get this new Petrel doing a patrol around the island. Yeah. Oops. We'll just drag her a patrol around the island so she can fly air superiority and overwatch for us. Good. And now with the island, which appears to be secure, my other Petrel has returned, which is good to see. There she is, A3. She managed to get back okay. She's been refueled and she's been rearmed already. Excellent. Right, S1, which is the one with the virus bots on. We can deploy that. And we'll go to capture the island. The smoking husks of the enemy vehicles. That's pretty awesome. Right, let's have a look. Can we see? He's already gone. Be coming at the rear, right? Let's that's the vehicle there. Let's send him to the control post, and he's the one who's going to be capturing. Got a walrus here. Let's take command of that just to confirm everything is a-okay around the command area. There's a beautiful picture of our carrier. Look how beautiful she is. And we should be able to see the SEAL team coming in. He says. I think there's the wake. There he is there. There it is there, yeah. Look, it was just covered by the waves. So Can we drive on this molten lava? I can't imagine that we will. Now, the Walrus isn't the fastest moving vehicle in the world. I don't want to chance driving on the lava, just in case it is. I suspect it's going to be damaging to us, so we'll stay clear of this. There's the helicopter up there, doing some Overwatch. That's awesome, isn't it? No, I think... Welcome to the volcanic island where it just rains constantly. Brilliant. We've secured the control module building. Brilliant. So what we can do, we'll leave the Walrus here. And these other vehicles, let's return them to the carrier, as they are no longer required on the island. And as this one comes up, we'll take control of the seal. There we go. Right. The seals are obviously nice, lightweight scouting vehicles, and we've got the 2 canisters of the virus bots on the back. And all we need to do is deploy that within the vicinity of the control center, and they should start their infiltration to capture this command post. To the side. Right, 2 are deployed. Virus module capsules deployed. There they are. Mission complete. Well, hopefully she will begin capturing now, but that's all the vehicles can do, so we'll start bringing them home. Happy days. You can see it's starting to flash blue now as the virus starts to attack the programming in the in that control. Right, you return back to the carrier. You return back to the carrier. We'll bring the helicopter over here, just to keep an eye on it. But hopefully that should be our first success. Give it the bots a little bit of time. You can see them working their magic. Halfway now, we've almost captured it. Our carrier's moving. We're drifting in the rain, you see, in the currents, you see. Doing 4 knots. Hang on, our throttle's not down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Full stop. Oh, see? That was so close. Alright, let's do a bit of side thrust. If we can. Oh, hang on. Let's get the old side thrust going so we can point the nose away from the land. That's what I'm talking about. You've got to be very careful not to let the carrier drift into the like a sandbar there, or into the island itself. It could cause all sorts of problems. Right, let's just point that in a good direction. There we go. Throttle completely zeroed, and let's have maintain heading. There we go. Right, the virus has worked. We have now captured that island, which is awesome. And now, if we use the lift, we can go back and see our vehicles returning from their triumphant attack. As I say, this has been quite a simple, straightforward attack on this island. It can get very complicated and very nasty. But thankfully, that was quite straightforward. So I was able to show you how you can effectively use different things. Here we go. A walrus coming in. Parking itself up. The seal, which deployed the virus, that's already back. It's obviously very lightweight and quick. Oh no, it's not. That one's got a cannon on the way. It's not the one I was thinking of. Got a bear coming back. And we got 4 vehicles out there. 5 vehicles out there. Trying to get an angle. Whoops, they're bumping into each other slightly. Let's not look at that. It's quite embarrassing for a military organisation. Pretend that didn't happen. There you go. Our bear's back. Who's next? There you go. The walrus is coming this time. Whoop! Watch out for the wash. Wow. There we go. Walrus in. Excellent. Right. Well, these park up. We'll go back up to the main bridge and make sure everything's okay, and maybe recall our helicopter. Yes, it's very strategic, very management style game. It's great fun. Yeah, there we go. Island captured. Nemesis air chassis. Brilliant. So that's the carrier. There we go. So air chassis. What have we got queued? It's doing idle. It's not producing anything at the moment, so it can create. All it can do at the moment is make razor bill chassis because we're very early in game. So they are the lightweight helicopters. So 15,000 credits. Wow. Okay, we'll order one. That's expensive. So we'll get that making some chassis. There you go. And as that does, let's just double check. So S1, what's in S1 now? It's the seal. Ah, okay, yeah. So S4, I think, is where the canister one parked. No. Maybe not. Where did it park then? S5. Oh, okay. So we were up here. We got onto the ladder here and we came this way, just so we know where it is. Okay, cool. So let's recall the helicopter. The island is ours. Good. He's running low on fuel as well, so that was a good call. How is his fuel, by the way? 50%. Okay. So he gets a fuel alarm once he hits 50%. And we'll watch him return, because why not? Come back in the dry, I suppose, while he does his final touchdown. Gear down. Boom, and he's safely down, and he'll taxi back onto the elevator and go back. Right, okay, right. Disarm the torpedoes. We can stand everything down. We're in friendly territory at the moment, which is good. All grand. Countermeasures can stay on for the moment. Now, we've used a bit of ammunition. As you can see, the yellow line there. This is where we can order some resupplies. So, for example, what do we use? It's difficult. What can we use? Infrared missiles. Let's have 10 of those. Torpedo, we don't have any of those. Rockets, 40. Cruise missiles, we've got 7 in storage, that's fine. What else can we have? 30mm turrets. We've got 8 of those in stock. We've got flare launchers, 8 of those in stock. Actuator cameras. We haven't had any damage actually, so we don't need any repairs as such for the vehicles. That's all good. I suppose we can get another couple of virus modules added to the store. Seal chassis. Let's get a seal chassis, and let's get a walrus chassis added to our stock just in case we lose vehicles in the near future. Albatross chassis. Why not? Let's get one of those on. These can stay in as spare parts until we require them, and let's get some fuel on board as well. So if you look here, This is now in pending order. If you have a look at our barge, he's delivering the order. He's just over 10,000 meters away, and he'll come and resupply us. And this is what this yellow line is here. Or actually, that's the orders going back to the warehouse. So this is the barge coming to get us to resupply. And that's it. That is basically a very simple attack mission. Capture the island and order resupplies. So far so good. One island is ours, and those lights in the distance there, that's the barge coming to resupply us. That's home base, where our warehouse is. So one island down, hundreds to go to make safe this archipelago, which is all good. Let's dismiss that. 3 islands now have been set with charges, but another island is under our control, which is good. Now wants us to look at the tutorial, pause the game, look at the manual, which is all good. Tutorial complete. There we go. That is the tutorial. Carrier Command 2 lets you create your own strategy to conquer the archipelago. Defeat the enemy carrier and reclaim Telos for the UEC. Choose your next move carefully. Refer to the manual for detailed information about your carrier and its systems. Good hunting, Commander. Brilliant. So the tutorial takes you through it quite nicely, actually. So we've got a full rundown of vehicles and systems, basically, just to complete the tutorial, which is great. And then, obviously, we would look at the map and deploy to the next island that we think we need. And I'll tell you what, the best one is probably to do it from over here, because that'll give you the strength of the defences. So Nemesis is ours. High-tack and Styx, I've got 2 shield defense. We'll probably go up to Dionysus, I would have thought. Capture that one. So let's see what Dionysus has to offer in terms of resources. So Dionysus will be this one here, and it's fuel, which is a very probably good one to go for. So the barge is closing in on us. There's the resupply barge there. I hope that has been a good overview of Carrier Command 2. Give you a flavour of what's to come. Obviously this is a very simple, easy to complete first mission. Capture the first islands. Obviously it's a race against time, as the enemy is also capturing islands as well, so you shouldn't be sitting around here like I am, talking and chatting and wasting time. We should be pressing on to the next objective, which is to capture probably Dionysus. And there's our resupply barge out there. Wonderful. I hope you enjoyed this. This is an absolute cracking little game. Here's our resupplies coming in to give us the good stuff. There you go. You can see the boxes being delivered, which is awesome. And we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Carrier Commander 2 coming out 10th of August, I believe. Check it out. It is great fun. It is great fun. I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.